Well, here we are again, 11 o'clock on a Wednesday, Pacific Standard Time. I'm Ray. I'm the creator of the Lean In Factor, and we're talk about roadblock removal. But today, really, what we're going to talk about is so exciting. By the way, I was out of town yesterday and kind of not paying attention. Did anything happen yesterday that might change anything in life? I didn't think so. Okay, cool. So what I want to talk about today, I came up with this idea, and I just wanted to get it out there to as many people as possible. I'm calling it the $1 Million Challenge. And what I want to do is I want to give a series of tips, tricks, techniques, things that you can do, things that I've done over the years that have generated income for me. And I want to generate income for my friends, clients, family out in the virtual world out there, and see if we can't hit $1 million by the end of the year in extra income added on this. So that's the $1 Million Challenge. If you'd like to come in and talk with me about some of the things we'll talk about today, it's Join Ray Live. You can just go in and hop into the back in the green room there. We've got Linda from the Coach's Jungle. I know her from is back there. She's hanging out, sitting there, eating off the charcuterie board, sitting in the hot tub, living on a Dove bar. So you'll see her back there. But if you'd like, come on in. We'll go on live. We'll talk questions. We'll answer some things about what we're doing here. And let's get busy with this $1 Million Challenge, because my whole goal is to do this, hit the $1 million, and then repeat it in March so I can call it the $1 Million March. How cool would that be? But here we go. Let's go. Let's talk about step number one to create money. The key is to create the income without ever really feeling salesy and without ever having to have an uncomfortable conversation with your clients. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is rekindling old flames. And if you think back at some of your very first relationships and you smile and you think fondly about that, well, let's move that into the business world. What I'd like you to do, and this is something that do off of this call here, I want you to sit down and think about every person who's ever asked you for help, hired you, inquired about your services. And I want you to write down the names of all those people that you had fun talking to. You enjoyed having them as a client, or maybe you spoke free at an event, or they paid you one way or another. But these are people that you enjoyed working with. You had a great time working with them. You enjoy that person, and you just haven't talked to them in a while. And when I say in a while, what my goal in this whole process is to reach out to 2 strangers a day, talk to some people that I've never ever talked to before. And by stranger, I mean someone I haven't talked to in 6 months. So there's a lot of people out there that aren't really strangers, but you haven't talked to them in a while, and you might get right place, right time. And that's what happened first with the first person that got the 5-figure business, because the person they contacted said, "Oh my God, you're in the right place at the right time. We need somebody for this thing." And they got a nice little contract out of it. So take about 30 minutes and write down everybody you can think of. Don't stop after it gets hard. Keep going, keep stretching. Find those people that, did they contact you from the Kiwanis Club and say, "Hey, will you speak at our event?" Did they want to talk to you about some problem they have and you really, really like them, but they didn't become a client? Or maybe they did become a client. You had a great time, but that was 5 years ago and you haven't talked to them since. So get that list, get it as thorough as you can handle it. Then the next step, the tip number 2, and by the way, if you want to ask about any questions about this thing, you can put it in the comments. This goes live now, but it's also up on Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube. And I get a lot of people asking questions afterward, and I'll get back to you on the chat. I know we got a couple people out there watching right now. So feel free to make the comments on there, or if you're watching afterward, make the comment, or hop in here, joinraylive.com. But the next step, take the list of people you have. Tip number 2, use what I call a 7-word email. What you're trying to do is rekindle friendships or create them maybe where they didn't exist before. So what I want you to do is I want you to make an email that does not have all your corporate cool slogans on it, all the little logos you've had of all these companies you work with. I want you to send a friend email as a friend. And that's very simple. And it's going to have 7 words in it. It's going to say, so Linda's in the back. I'll speak to her as if I'm speaking, as I'm writing the email. So the email would just say, Linda, it's been too long. Let's catch up, Ray. And if there's anything else I wanted to put in it, it would go in the PS. PSs are much highly read pieces of emails where the bulk of the email does not get very highly read. So that would be a very simple way, simple email to send out. Now, I did an event where I was talking to speakers about speaking for free and creating clients while you spoke for free. And I had them all send this email out to 3 people. I had them do this exercise with 3 people. And within minutes, people were raising their hands and, oh my God, somebody reached out to me. Somebody said hello. Let's go do this. Let's talk again. So I want you to do that. Chad Betts likes the idea. Watching there. Thank you, Chad, for that. 7-word email, simple. One of the most effective emails I send out to people that I've met before. I'm always looking to see people on the street that I have done business with before and see what they look like. So I'm not looking for them. I'm looking for people who look like them. And then I send this simple email. The subject line is, saw your doppelganger today. Then it's a 10-word email. You looked fantastic. It's been too long. Let's catch up. You are trying to create comfortable conversations that you would have with a friend. And notice I didn't say, how are you today? I hope this finds you well. Short, simple. The people that love you the most read 26 seconds of your email, and then they scan. That's the people that love you the most. So just send these short, quick things. Now, the third tip I would have, because I gave those out a couple days ago, one each day pretty much. I don't know if I'll do that every single day, but I'll keep rehashing some of these things. The clients you have right now, how do you celebrate them? How do you make them feel special? One of my clients is the current NSA champion, last story standing storyteller. And I celebrated his win with that. I created a shirt that has him on it. And it looks just like this. This is actually the pillowcase that I created with it, where he is winning the trophy at NSA Influence, holding that. And I went on a call with him wearing that shirt. And it took a while to figure out. He goes, oh my God, that's me on the shirt. But what can you do to make your clients feel special? Have them a cup of coffee. Tell them what they mean to you. Tell them the things that you've seen them grow with what your coaching does, what your speaking does, all of these things. What is it that you're doing with them that will make them feel warm and fuzzy about having you as a coach, a speaker, a client? Simple as that. Make people feel good. When I was a retail sales manager, I had one of the lowest turnover rates in the company because all I did was just try and put a smile on people's face every single day. And if you do that, people will continue to stay with you. Some of my clients now, when I started doing this 5 years ago, I've still got the same people that I started with as clients in one way, shape, or form. So what are you doing to create this customer loyalty? Part of it is you show them where they can get, you show them how far they've come, but you show how much you appreciate having them as your client. And some of the long-term clients I've had, Yuki, you know who you are out there. You were one of my very first ones, and she's still with me years and years later. So give people shout outs on things that you do on Facebook or on podcasts. Point them toward people, point them toward the different things that they support them, and they will feel very, very energized to work with you. I'm in a group on Facebook called the Coaches Jungle, and one of the Coaches Jungle asked, how can I support you? And I told them about this, and she's sitting backstage right now watching this whole thing. So it's a great way. I feel the feeling of reciprocity that you get with that. It's what are you doing to lift other people up? And when you're lifting someone else up by doing that, they feel that, oh my God, I need to lift them up too. And whether that's conscious or subconscious, that's how you create loyalty. That's how you create people. So these things that have worked for me to hit 6 figures in the coaching industry and consistently do that. They're not difficult. They are simple. And that's the best part of it. Simple, not easy, things that you can do every single day. The first piece that closed for this $1 million challenge is something I call it the location close. You have to be in the right place at the right time for these people to know who you are. And if you're not constantly showing who you are and that you're there for them and that you're supporting them and doing things for them, then they're like out of sight, out of mind. But if you're constantly giving and all of a sudden they go, oh my God, this person is perfect for what we're doing here, so let's do that too. Bam, there you go. So those are the 3 tips, $1 million mark. So tip number 3, I better put that up there, celebrate your clients. And if you'd like to, because I'll probably create a Facebook page for this, the $1 million challenge. And if you put in a comment on Facebook or LinkedIn, just put I'm in. So I know that you want to hear more about it, because I'll copy you in on the things, the tips that we're posting every single day. Absolutely 100% free. I want to make money for people. I want to get known for putting $1 million in other people's pockets, because that's good for me. So I really feel good about that. Remember, you are in charge of your own economy. Don't listen to what other people say. It's your ability to create business that is your superpower, and using your native genius. Your native genius is the thing you do better than anybody else. You do it better, faster, smarter, quicker. The downfall of the native genius is you do it so quickly and so easily that you tend to downplay the value of your own native genius. And it took me years to figure that out. I had a stand-up comedy mindset, and that mindset does not work well in business, because you walk into a place with $25, have a couple beers, do a set, walk out with 37. That's a great day, right? That doesn't work in the corporate world or work with entrepreneurs. And I love working with entrepreneurs that have this wonderful idea, but can't figure out how to get their idea into the hands of others and make money for it. So if you feel like you're the best kept secret in your industry, drop me a line. Let's talk, because I think we can help you. Join the $1 million challenge. Let me help you for free. Let's do that. How's that sound? Okay, so that's just a quick one here today. Next week, I have an amazing person coming in as my guest. Her name is Wanda. She's flipping the script on entrepreneurship, especially for women. So we're going to talk about that next week. She's going to be on here as a guest with me. You can come on live with her, but she's got an event coming up that I think is fantastic. It ties into the $1 million challenge, and so it's fantastic. Remember, we're all in this thing together. There's billions and billions of dollars out there. There's billions and billions of people. There's enough for everybody. Let's go. Let's make it happen. Join us in this march, and let's do it. All right. Thanks, everybody. Great to have you.